Well, hello, and welcome to no sound at all while I was filming the second week of the event. So, I am unsure if I said or did anything that was outstanding. I'm sure that there is nothing other than what normally has happened through this. So we are just following Zachariah. The only reason that I'm posting this is because I want there to be each of the event weeks. I want to have like a video of doing them. And so Zachariah did the first week. If you missed seeing that, I will post it above here in the cards so that you can go back and see it. But for some reason, I got the audio from the gameplay, but no audio from me talking at all. And really, all we did was go through the events and do everything that we needed to do. So as you can see, we had to take a picture. We're still trying to figure out, or I guess they're trying to solve, what happens with a lens. Like, what does it have to do with saving memories? How do we save memories? And what does that really mean, I guess, to save memories? So there are regular interactions that he can do with the bear, but also we just got the picture frame. And so I added the picture frame right here in their living room and then realized this is not a collage frame, but it's a rotating frame. Also, we add a photo to it. It tells you how to use it. If you're doing the event, you need to add a photo to the frame, but you can add lots of photos to the frame, which is what I found out. And also, one of the things that I really like about it is that you just drag it in there. I kept trying to drag it into the frame instead of dragging it into the box where the frame is. Once I learned how to do that, then I just added a lot of photos. It is so cute how the photos just change and switch in the thing automatically. And I think we may have something like that in the game before, but I have never used it if we do have it. So I love having this frame, and I am planning to continue to add family pictures to it and then make it an heirloom that hopefully we can pass down to all of our family members, and they will have like just a rotating photo album kind of all of our family pictures. So we'll see how long that lasts, but I think that's fantastic. And then the next thing we need to do is travel to the park. So I spent some time getting Zachariah like ready to go. He just needed to sleep and get some food and go to the bathroom and all that stuff. So I'm trying to get his needs up, and then we go to the park. It was at this point that I realized I did not have a park in this world because I am playing on a blank save file that has nothing but what I build on it. So I came here to the gallery, and I shouldn't say what I build, what I add to it. So I came to the gallery to look for a park, and I found this Lookout Park by Meow Now Purr. And I felt like it had all of the things that I could want. Plus, there's plenty of room for me to add other things if I want those to be available at the park. So I put it down in the lot, and I took Zachariah there to complete the event. I don't know why I didn't wait till the morning, but anyway, as soon as I got there, it completed the requirement that I needed, which was to go to a park. And so then we didn't have to do much except put the bear down and do an imaginative picture with the bear, and maybe use the bear to tell a story. It just didn't require much. We just needed to be there with the bear, and I was supposed to take an imaginative selfie. But as you can see, I completely covered up the bear, and you could barely see the bear behind me. Even when I adjusted Zachariah's pose, you could still not see him and the bear at the same time in the photo. So it was a fail, but for the event, it was exactly what they wanted. That's my favorite, with him peeking over Zachariah's shoulder. Then the main lens of imagination was done, and it says the memories that they're capturing will continue, which is why I also think that it has something to do with learning to, like, harnessing memories in some kind of way is what we're learning to do. But then we got some more of our event rewards, especially the magnets. I think those are my favorite things that we're getting. The magnet collection is going to look so cool when it's all put up there together. So that was it for this phase of the event. And so I just took my bear and went back home until it was time for the next section. The next section of the event kicked off with an optional get a cat. And I was like, oh, I definitely would like to get a cat. And that's the other reason that I wanted to show y'all this video, even without the sound, is because we add a cat to our house. And I wanted that to be part of the video for those of you that are like watching this family and watching the way my forever world grows. And I also want to just be able to look back and see my forever world whenever I want to, like see what was going on and when certain people or certain animals joined the family. So I am busy getting everything set up here that a cat might need before we even get the cat, and then we call to make the adoption. I'm sure that I had something wonderful and witty to say about this and how I was going to choose which cat we got, but mostly it was because I wanted a kitten and not an adult, and I just thought that she looked really cute, so I couldn't really decide who I was going to get. I spent a lot of time just picking and not picking, and then I went with Yogi, and that is who we brought into our house. All right, once she got here, we played with her. We did the little laser thing on the ground, and then we picked her up and adopted her. I wasn't sure that it would actually let Zachariah adopt her, but it totally did. So Zachariah now has his very own kitten, and I think when he moves out, we're going to have the kitten move out with Zachariah. So even though Yolanda and his parents all like the cat, I think I want Yogi to just be Zachariah's cat. And the last thing, or the next thing that Zachariah needed to do was actually travel to Foundry Cove so that we could talk to the tree, do all the tree things that you do for the secret tree there so that you can eventually get through it and go to the grove. So again, it was dark because apparently that's when I like to go do all my traveling. And this time it was really rainy, but we finally made it through and made it into the Forgotten Grotto. I think that's what it's called. No, Forgotten Grotto is in Oasis Springs. This is called Sylvan Glade, and I actually lucked out, I think, and the very first time he tried to go in, I guessed the right series of things that I have to pick, and we made it to Sylvan Glade. So once we got inside Sylvan Glade, it actually is really pretty, and I tried to get like some good shots of Zachariah playing with the bear and hugging the bear and just doing all of the memory making things. I got them playing. I think they needed to play make-believe. He's doing a little tickle thing, and then he does the hug. It's so cute. And I just tried my best to like observe and not really be playing, just see what all was happening, and it was really cute. And then we just had a series of other things that he had to do around the glade, and I just did all the other things. He had to look for frogs, and I think he also had to maybe fish, and we just stayed in the glade doing all of the things that needed to be done for the event. Finally, we ended the time in Sylvan Glade with selfies, not selfies this time, just actual pictures of Pixel the bear enjoying our time in Sylvan Glade. I love the colors that it made, like just because of the colors that are there in Sylvan Glade, I thought it looked really cute taking pictures of the bear with those colors. And then it was time to go back home. And that was the end of this section of the events, and all of the rewards were unlocked, and I also got another magnet that I was able to put on our magnet board. So that is the end of the second week's events, and the next video coming up will be week 3's event. And I already made sure that the recording stuff did not mess up, and there is definitely sound of me talking during that one. So thank you for hanging out with me and for catching up with what was going on with our family as well as the event. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.